Hey guys, Jen Graves here. So, doing another discussion video, and this one is definitely kind of a touchy subject. So hopefully, you guys will obviously understand this comes from a good place, everything else like that, but there's a lot that we need to address. And no, it's not anything over demographics or, anything else like that at this point. This is kind of about me and you guys and everyone else, and me and everybody else. So what this video is basically about is pedestals, I guess, that some of us are raised up on, and how that goes, how weird that is, basically. For me, there are a lot of people that do enjoy my content. They like how real I am. They like a bunch of this other stuff of my personality, because everything I give you is 100% me. There's nothing that I add to it. It's basically your grandma's recipe without somebody trying to say, oh, I can make that recipe better. There's nothing else added to it. And, that's kind of where this discussion goes with it is, for me being me, I don't feel like I should have a reward or anything of that when it comes to it. I know that a lot of people will say like, oh, hey, this or that, getting into it, we'll go with Insidious Swede. Getting into it with that, everybody coming at one point saying, oh, this is who got me into it, this is a great person, kind of almost, I feel like I've taken on part of a mantle like that. I wouldn't say I've taken on Insidious Swede's mantle, but I've felt like I've taken on part of that, because I do have a lot of people that do enjoy my content and do say, oh yeah, you're real, and want to tell me like, hey, you're the reason why I started doing this, or you're the reason why I watch your stuff, and you basically keep me going, you keep me watching and all this other stuff. If there's ever a mental break or anything, this is Jen Graves, the person I want to watch. And I'm very flattered by that. I can't express to you enough how happy that makes me feel. But at the same time, guys, I feel like there's a level to it that is way above what it should be, honestly. There are a lot of us in the community that view ourselves as basically bigger than life role models, and honestly with that, I think that's a little silly. Sure, we enjoy this, and we enjoy connecting and the bonds that grow from it and everything, but I don't think that any of us should ever be put up on a pedestal like that. At the same time, I feel like all of us should be celebrated at some point in a way or whatever. And, a lot of this comes from not just the whole thing with like, there's many different levels of what you consider it, some people, it's not always about the sub count of, this is your recognition into the community, or this many people, or you have quote unquote the biggest collection. That's all stuff that factors into it, and I know that that's a good thing, but at the same time, it's a little scary when some of us do I feel get a little too big for our britches here and there when people are making the exact same content here and there. Friends that I have make the exact same content that I do, and we get different recognition for it, and I don't understand that. I have friends that I feel bad for whenever they want to know my sub count, and it's, hey, I've been here longer than you and I haven't been as successful as this. On the flip side, I'm very happy for people that I shouted out, I gave all this recognition to, and they have surpassed me. That is a great goal for me to feel, especially with that. If they have grown and they keep growing, that's kind of seeing the light of my pupil or whatever I had before, going on and getting better, kind of that recognition. Or like maybe I was a great pianist or violinist or something myself, and passing the torch kind of onto it without passing the torch on, and having them soar basically and become a great pianist or soloist or whatever themselves. That's all great. That's all fine and dandy. But again, I feel like there is that whole point where at the time that there are a lot of us that do raise people up that much, and we do that, and it honestly works against it, because you give that person that feeling and whatever, but what happens when there's not a way to stop that? There's this continued on flow, getting bigger, getting better, all this other stuff. What happens when that stops? Do you basically sit there and let them get in this state of depression? Do you let them, basically feel like crap because they don't know what they did wrong? They don't know how to continue forward because they're not getting this recognition they got before. And a lot of people are experiencing this here and there that I've seen in the community, whether it be somebody that has done it before and taking a break and come back, or somebody that is going out and has done this and taken a break before and come back because they've been in the community for a lot longer and all their friends have basically left and not around anymore, or don't make a lot of content. I mean, it is a lot of big stuff. And I feel like, coming down to it, all of us as a community should probably kind of step away from that, because obviously we are a community. It is very strong, all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, when that takes more of a front seat than the things that we enjoy and whatnot, it's a little crazy. Again, it's very crazy. And I feel like that a lot of this should be, we should just enjoy what's being talked about, not make things that go into it, and I would fully say that I am totally one of those advocates that has pushed it to make it a better community for all of us to enjoy and whatnot. But at some point, I feel like that was taken out of context, and there's all this other stuff that's here. But when it comes down to there being a lot of videos almost regularly put out talking about our community and whatnot and what we are, if we're small, if we're not, whatever it is, honestly, I think it's quite funny when it comes down to it, because there are tons of kids that watch anime, read manga, everything, and a lot of it gets put out that all of us are small. I would probably say that our MangaTube community is small, but I mean, think about everybody that reads it, watches it, whatever, older people that do the same thing. There's a way, way bigger community than what all of us think. I would probably say that we're the tip of the iceberg, and the other 90% that's under the water is something that none of us can even see. None of us can even fathom that it's there, because all of us just see what's this. what's here in our community, and that's what it is, our community. But that's kind of where I guess part of this video I want to go is how do we see past this and go farther out there? You know, when it comes down to it, guys, whenever I have extra manga or something like that, and if it's not for a giveaway or it's not something like that, I like to give it to somebody else that I have found out has enjoyed this series, either anime wise, they've read it before in their childhood or whatever, and I like to give that back to them, because that grows our community, yes, but I did it because of the manga, not because of our community. That's one more person added into our community, but at the same time, it's still not more manga in our on our shelves. It's not more series that are published because we have more of these people. It's giving somebody that feeling of what they wanted, what they experienced before, because they enjoyed it. And I feel like at that time, again, with our community, that we probably need to step back and look at it and say, you know, I'm doing this because I am a person that loves manga, not because I want to hope so badly that I am in this community and that I have a place that honestly I feel like I belong. That's a different thing. And you can feel that way. It is a great thing. I love feeling that way. I love having friends and all this other stuff. I feel like this is a stepping stone to get farther in. But when, again, we have so many people that the community is all that there is to them, and there's nothing else that goes out from it at all, I am highly, highly disappointed that this is all that's seen. You know, basically, this is all that's seen. Instead of, I don't have it all here, sorry about that, but this is all that's seen. You know, this wondrous collection that I've put together myself of things that I enjoy, things that I like, and people can see it and say, whoa, you know, we have the same likes, we have this. You know, so that's kind of one thing that I want to stress, I want to go forward with, is I want you to come to the channel, I want you to watch it and everything, because you enjoy the manga that I like. You enjoy that stuff. I can give you the recommendation that maybe you want to read, you want to watch the anime for it, whatever it is. But I don't want you to come to the channel, and I can't tell you not to, but, you know, don't go to another channel and just say the reason why I come to watch it is because all I want to do is experience this one person. I want to do this, I want to do that, because we can all do something on the books. We can all do stuff for manga. We can all give you tidbits, and it's great because, you know, you have to pick and choose your person, basically. You know, you're not going to watch every video that's out there. You're going to watch specific ones. But I want you to be here, like I said, for the manga. I don't want you to be here for just me, basically. You know, I don't want you to sit here because whenever all this other stuff of seeing what's in the community and everything is here, and me sitting back and thinking about what all this is that's under the water that we haven't seen yet, there's so much more to reach for. And I hate getting tied up in little kind of petty discussions of, you know, this is better because I know what it is. I know this is better. Let me get in an argument with you because I know it's better. You know, it's all manga. We all enjoy it. You know, there's recommendations that are out there. Sure, we can make a couple more. Sure, we can do all this. But it's kind of our jobs just to entertain you on this, not to provide basically this thing that I feel like has been taken out of context. And that's kind of the sad part that I feel like has come to this. And this video, basically, that's basically it. There's so many more people that we can touch out there if only we could look past it. And until we can figure out how to do that, I think we're stuck. So just wanted to put this out there for you guys, because I have discussions with all my different friends at different times, and seeing their videos come out, seeing other friends' videos, talking to everybody, and getting different people's opinions, different discussions and whatnot, it has basically come down to that it's not about the manga anymore, I feel like. And that's what it should be. So, anyway, I hope you watch this, and I hope that you kind of feel as upset as I am. But at the same time, I hope that you feel very overjoyed that you've watched this, and that you want to take a step in the right direction moving forward on making our community the best that it can be, because of what we like, not because of all this stuff that we have, basically. And this is going to be confusing, I know, but I want it to be based off of what we like, not what we have in common. That way we don't get lost in, I like this series, do you like this series? This is all it is. Let's grow together and move forward on that, basically. And you recommend me a series, let me recommend you a series. Let's grow each other's brains and let each other know how much more is out there than just this little thing that we have known as a community. Let's expand out and talk to those other people, do all that, do a lot better things, because our community has endless possibilities, fixing many different things that almost seem unfixable. So again, I hope that some of this confusing stuff you will understand, and you will basically figure out kind of what it means to you, and move forward making our community better without making our community stagnant, basically. So again, thanks for watching. It means a lot that you watch this video for me, and I hope that you will watch more of my videos. You'll come back and watch more of this stuff. But at the same time, I hope that watching my content helps you grow in a better way than just saying, this is the manga that I'm giving you to read. This is all you can do. There's nowhere for you to go. I hope that watching my channel pushes you farther in, because there's such a bigger world out there than our little one built on manga. So anyway, again, thanks for watching. Thanks for understanding that all this stuff is just a stepping stone for us to get to a better place in life. And basically moving forward and getting back to understanding yourself, and understanding that all of us here in the community are just people. Doesn't matter our sub count, doesn't matter our collection size, doesn't matter any of that. We're all people. So again, like I said, many times already. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll enjoy another book that you read, and let me know what you think about it. I'll let you know what I think about mine, but I'll catch you later. Bye.